Let's have a look at question 13 in this video. So to test whether flight controllers use drugs, they are undergoing a drug testing. Now for the test, it is known that when someone actually uses drugs, the probability of a correct positive result is 96%. On the other hand, if someone does not use drugs, the probability of a correct negative result is 93%. Now, based on the data, it was also known that the probability of a drug use is 0.007. Okay, what is the probability for having a positive test result? Now, before starting, let's write the data. Let's write this information in a simple way. So we know the probability of having a correct positive result, meaning we have the probability of a positive result given that it's correct, given that the person actually uses drugs. And that's equal to 0.96, 96%. Now the same logic, we have the probability of a correct negative result. So the probability of having a negative result given that the person does not use drugs. So no drugs, and that's equal to 93%, so 0.93. And we also know that the probability of a person actually using drugs is equal to 0.007. Now with this in mind, let's use the complement probabilities because we'll need them later on. The complement probabilities over here, that would be the probability of having a negative test result given that someone uses drugs is going to be the remaining 4%. So that's 0.04. In this case, the probability of having a positive test result given that someone does not use drugs is going to be the remaining 7%. So that's 0.07. And the probability of someone not using drugs at all is going to be the remaining 0.993. Now with this in mind, let's understand what's going to be the probability of a positive result. The probability of a positive result, we have to take into account all the options. The probability of having a positive result, is equal to the probability of having a positive result and using drugs plus the probability of having a positive result and not using drugs, because we have two options. We're going to have two conditions. In one case, we're going to have probabilities that are showing us the accurate results using drugs and having a positive result, and we also have an option when we have a wrong result, when the person actually does not use drugs but the test still gives us a positive result. So we have to take both into account to calculate the total probability of having a positive result. Hope this makes sense. And let's leave it like that for this video. Have a look again at these probabilities to understand the conditions, to understand how we read them. So positive result given that it is using drugs. Understand the complements, read them through, understand that the probability of a positive result must take both options into account when we use drugs and when we do not use drugs, and we'll finish the question in the next video while doing the math.